Can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Good
Yes,
morning,
loud
Ben.
and clear.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Grace. Why am I saying Vanessa? Hey.
Oh, good morning, Melinda. You're on today.
Yes, I am. For a while, I have another engagement, so I just want to join briefly, and then I will leave.
All right.
Mm.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Again, thank you so much for joining today's session. Today is our last session for this quarter. My name is Grace Kashivena, and I'll be conducting today's training or session. But as usual, when we get started with a video from the Minister of the Ministry of Information, Communication and Technology, Honorable Emma Tiefalis, where she just shares why we have the cybersecurity awareness training, and also she shares the objectives of the cybersecurity strategy that the ministry has, and also the collaboration that we have with them as well. So just bear with me as I share that video.
And I don't like people removing or mashing. I like those.
With the evolution of information communication technologies, Namibia as a developing country is no exception to cyber attacks and cybercrime. The growing cyber attacks jeopardize the purpose of digital participation and connectivity, as well as the integrity of Namibia's critical infrastructure. The Namibian government seeks to build a cyber resilient nation. Hence, in line with cabinet endorsement, the Ministry of Information Communication Technology developed the National Cybersecurity Strategy and Awareness Raising Plan. The purpose of the awareness creation is to empower the nation's citizens with the knowledge and skills to make informed decisions when faced with potential cybercriminal activities, whether in general or at the workplace. The national document is a step towards building cybersecurity resilience and digital security to enable an innovative Namibia and attainment of social and economic growth. With this plan, the nation is prepared to respond effectively to the threats or attacks on network systems and services. Namibia will reap benefits and economic opportunities presented by the use of ICTs on the condition that the country's citizens are ready, capable, and vigilant against the threats that include phishing attacks, ransomware, cyberbullying, and child online vulnerability. The National Cybersecurity Strategy and Awareness Raising Plan helps to safeguard the citizens' privacy, educate and create awareness to safeguard the national critical information infrastructure, as well as ensure collaboration on cybersecurity to continuously improve the safety of vulnerable groups in the cyberspace. The scourge of cybercrime has the potential to negatively impact the nation's ability to achieve its developmental objectives. Namibia has encountered a rise in incidents of misuse of available internet platforms by criminals to carry out cyber attacks. These growing cyber threats disturb the purpose of digital participation and connectivity, as well as the integrity of our national critical information infrastructure. It is for these reasons that the Ministry of Information and Communication Technology, in collaboration with South Essential Information Technology, is hosting a series of awareness creation sessions for the Namibian nation. I therefore urge you all to join the ministry and South Essentials efforts to participate in the sessions in order to be equipped with the necessary skills in order to be safe on the internet, protect our nation's critical infrastructure, and make informed decisions should you fall victim or help those who fall victims to cyber attacks?
All right. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the purpose or the reason why we're having this awareness training sessions. Like I said, this is our last for this quarter of the year. So just bear with me as I reshare my slides so we get started.
Grace, I'm not sure whether I'm the only one, but you're breaking. Even the video was breaking. I'm not sure, or maybe it's my connection. Did anybody else experience that? Or was it just me?
Experienced it. Sorry.
Come again?
Now, I think
I'm saying I also experienced the break in audio when you attempted to show your slide.
Okay. So I do apologize for that if a lot of you experienced that. We will share the recording. The recording will have, I don't think it will have a breaking. So you will get the parts that you have missed in the recording. Is that okay with everyone? Should I repeat the
yeah,
video?
that's fine. Yeah. No, that's fine. You can proceed.
All right. Thank you very much. Just a few house rules. Please mute your mics just so you don't disturb the session. And you're free to interact while I'm busy, or you can wait until the end of the session to ask questions or share your experiences with us if you would like to do so. In today's session, we'll be looking at building resistance and immunity to phishing threats and attacks. Also, we'll look at a recap of last week's session. In this today's session, we'll look at advanced phishing techniques, your digital identity, how to build resilience, and we'll do an activity and a Q&A at the end of the session. All right. As we like to say here at on these sessions, you are the last line of defense. There's only so much information that we can share with you, but at the end of the day, the work lies with you. You need to go back and review your social media presence. You need to go review your passwords and not have the same password for all your platforms that you are using online. So you are your last line of defense. A recap of last week's session, we looked at signs you could have, signs that could show that you have been phished. We looked at unfamiliar transactions, what is identity theft. We looked at how things like signs like if your account is locked, then it could be you have been phished, unprompted password reset request, spam email coming from your account. And then we also looked at what to do if you have clicked the link. And we spoke about how you should disconnect immediately from the internet, hand over your PC to the IT department. As you can see here, there's an Ethernet cable. If you're connected to the internet with the Ethernet cable, remove the Ethernet cable immediately. Also, if you have downloaded attachments, this is what you need to do also. And then also we spoke about how you should report a message that feels like a spam. And you go to your Outlook here on the top right corner, as it's indicating in the last arrow here, and you report the message as a spam. Okay. So what are advanced phishing techniques? What are the advanced phishing techniques that we have there? We have content injection. Content injection, also referred to as content spoofing, or a virtual defacement, is an attack targeting a user made possible by an injection vulnerability in a web application. This method of phishing involves changing a portion of the page content on a reliable website. When users click on this misleading content, they are redirected to a malicious page and asked to enter personal information. In low-cost products and services, some phishers use search engines to direct users to sites that allegedly offer products or services at a very low cost. So when visiting these sites, users will be urged to enter their credit card details to purchase a product or service. An example of this type of phishing is a fraudulent bank website that offers personal loans at exceptionally low interest rates. And then homoglyphs. Some phishers take advantage of the likeness of character scripts to register counterfeit domains using spherical characters. The domain will appear correct to the naked eye, and users will be led to believe that it is legitimate. So do not click on the link, type out the URL. And another technique is money mule scams. In this phishing method, targets are mostly lured in through social media and promised money if they allow the fraudster to pass money through their bank account. Then we have what we call file hosting applications. Hackers can take advantage of file hosting and sharing applications such as Dropbox and Google Drive by uploading files that contain malicious content or URLs. When these files are shared with the target user, the user will receive a legitimate email via the app's notification system. The unsuspecting user then opens the file and might unknowingly fall victim to the installation of malware. And then sextortion, lastly, this form of phishing has a blackmail element to it. Targeted users receive an email wherein the sender claims to possess proof of them engaging in intimate acts. So the sender then often demands payment in some form of cryptocurrency to ensure that the alleged evidence doesn't get released to the target's friends and family. So, money mule scams. If someone sends you money and asks you to send it to someone else, stop. You could be what some people call it could be what some people call a money mule. Some scammers use to transfer and launder stolen money. Also, scammers often ask you to buy gift cards or wire money. They might recruit you through online job ads, price offers, or dating websites. How to avoid a money mule scam? Never use your own bank account or open one in your name to transfer money for an employer. Never pay to collect a price or move any money out of your winnings. Never send money to an online love interest, even if he or she sends you a check first. So another technique or one common one that scammers use is what we call romance, inheritance, and immigration fishes. So with romance, a lot of people are lonely or they don't have, they've given up on their love lives and they go online maybe to search for a love interest, and they may fall victim because other people don't have the same intentions of looking for a love interest. Rather, they use people with their vulnerability, and they take advantage of them using romance. So they can romance them and then ask for money later, or ask for a ticket, money, and so forth. So many other things with regards to romance that scammers use. And then we have inheritance. In, in There is no way that you will find yourself winning money from a Nigerian prince somewhere or from a Ghanaian, some other place. So these are things that you need to look out for when you get an email that you have an inheritance of such and such an amount. That should um, that should cause you to be suspicious that it's not legitimate. And then immigration, again, a lot of people are a lot of people are desperate. There's a high unemployment rate, especially here in Namibia, where people are desperate to search for greener pastures in other countries and so forth. And you get notifications or you get an email that you have won a scholarship or you have won an opportunity to go to a certain country. So these are things you need to look out for. Research as much as possible. If you have gotten an email from a somewhat looking legitimate email, rather go search and research about it rather than clicking on any attachments or links, so you don't fall victim to being phished. Okay, in this session or in this part, we're going to look at digital identity, and I'll just play a quick video. Please let me know if you can't hear the video or if you can hear it as well. So our digital identity can affect the interactions, opportunities, and reputation we have in the real world. So when creating your digital identity, it is important to take an inventory of your online past, define your goals, and present yourself authentically across all platforms. So how do we build resilience and immunity? Firstly, teams, work in teams, or be a team player. In other words, whatever scams that you have learned of or that you're learning of or that you have experienced yourself, share them with your teammates, share them with on your group, on your WhatsApp groups and so forth, so other people also don't fall victim to to um to such scams. I mean, look at the story that happened with an elderly in Hobabis that lost almost $1 million Namibian. That could have been avoided if he had somebody to inform him of what is out there and how he can protect himself. Also, in the era of cryptocurrency and social media, scamming has found new targets, defying the conventional wisdom that the elderly are the most vulnerable. So reach out to your elders, reach out to people that you know that are maybe of old age and they're not really aware of what's out there. Reach out to them and just teach them or educate them of what's out there and how they can protect themselves. And also, we should be mindful of our emotional aspects when it comes to scams. Scams often succeed by tapping into our emotions, from the fear of missing out to the adrenaline jolt, which might lead to an impulsive decision. You know, if you receive an email that you have won $1 million and you're probably in debt and you feel like this is your way out, it's working with your emotions. I mean, now you're excited, but it's something that you don't know of, but you click on it because you feel like it can change your life. So emotional resilience, build emotional resilience, the capacity to remain to maintain calmness and think clearly can be a powerful shield against these manipulations. Mindfulness practices like meditation are cited as tools to enhance emotional stability, allowing potential victims to step back and analyze the situation rationally. Do not act fast, be calm um, when dealing with with online scams. Ownership. Take ownership of your mistakes. Take ownership of maybe you have created passwords, the same password for all your platforms. Take ownership. Step back and take ownership of that and change it. Don't be living in denial and feel like, "Ah, it will not happen to me. It will never happen to me," and so forth. Okay. Another is practice, practice, practice. Beyond mindfulness and skepticism, there are tangible actions one can take to stay protected. This includes not clicking on unknown links, keeping systems updated, and utilizing password managers. These simple yet powerful steps contribute to what's termed basic cyber hygiene and can make a significant difference in one's digital security. In conclusion, to building resilience and immunity, be vigilant, but remain trusting and optimistic. Embrace practical tools without losing the human touch, because that's what makes people great. This balanced approach offers a path toward a more secure digital future rooted in self awareness and community support.
Grace, sorry, there is a
Yes.
hand. I'm not sure whether you're going to take questions or somebody. I think Eagle has a hand up. So I don't know. Yeah.
Yes. Eagle, sorry, go ahead. Eagle? Eagle, we can hardly hear you. I think you're breaking up, Eagle. Yes, Eagle? I think you're talking, but we can hardly hear anything. You're breaking up. Maybe you can type in the chat. You can type in the chat.
Yeah, I think we can proceed because we can't hear.
Yeah.
There is Sedekias in the chat said I can't, so I don't know what that means. That I can't hear or Sedekias, please just elaborate. You just said I
Yeah.
can't.
No, it was.
I think you can go ahead,
I
Grace.
said I
Say that.
can't because
Sorry, Eagle. I think your internet is breaking up or your sound
I,
is breaking up.
Oh, sorry, I think he was referring to the video you were playing.
I, I said I can't because of the what is it, video. The video I
Okay.
was referring to the video. Joker,
All right, Eagle. Like I said earlier, if you have missed out on those videos, we will share the recording link, the recording of this whole session with everybody present today, and you can go have a look at the parts that you may have missed. Just because of time, we will have to proceed. I do apologize for that. Okay, in this next video, we're just looking at it's a sort of like a humor video, but it's just indicating what teamwork can do.
Grace, we could not hear you. I don't know whether you were speaking.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I think all our
Yeah, we
internet
can
is
hear you
breaking up.
now.
I was saying in this moment, I just want to play a video where it shows you the power of teamwork. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now, Grace. Please go
All
ahead.
right. All right. So that was just a humor video showing that if you
We
don't
couldn't, I don't know, I couldn't see the video. I don't know whether anybody else could. I could not see that. I didn't see that.
I could see the video.
Oh, you could
okay.
see the video. If anybody
Yes.
else could, it's fine. All right, it's fine. We can move on.
All right. Sorry, Melinda, for that. We'll share the the video, the recording again with everyone. So that was just a humor video showing how it's important to play as a team because what teamwork does or groups does and social networks does, phishing, they playing as a team lessens the likelihood of your colleague or your employees falling victim to attacks. So that was just a video indicating how it's important to play as a team. So practicing mindfulness, read the entire email, do not react immediately, verify, confer with your teammates. Taking ownership, your IT department will not always be there to save you, so the ultimate responsibility lies with you. The same way you will not open your door to a stranger, it's the same way you should not just accept any friend request or any email address, any email attachments that you don't know where they're coming from or who they are coming from. Persist with training. Make sure that you equip yourself with as many training as possible. Um, There's many free items online to help you build resilience and immunity. We can do a quick team activity.
Grace,
Yes,
there
the
is a
links.
hand. I'm not sure whether you are showing any slide because I cannot see.
Melinda, can
Uh,
you maybe try to leave and rejoin?
yeah, okay. And I'm seeing some comments in the chat. I don't know whether we'll attend to them later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the link,
Okay.
we
I
can
will
attend
just
to
try
them.
to leave and join again.
The links, you can go ahead and speak.
Hi, sorry. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to say, nah, you know, I don't know if you guys know, nah, but there's, you know, always that business account WhatsApps you always get, or you get this strange emails. You know what you do? What I do, nah, but not the email version. I just delete that. The
Mm,
WhatsApp, you know, I just type in Afrikaans. The person is typing is responding in English. I'm just typing in Afrikaans. No VSG. It's like you throw off the scammer because you know it's a scammer. You play with them and then you delete and then you block them. You know, you
yeah,
play.
yeah. Thank you for that, the links. That's also another tip that one can also take home with. Eagle asked the question in the chat. Why does Google not police popular malicious sites that are full of unregulated schemes? I cannot really speak for Google, but one thing I do know is that Google they also have to make their money. So they allow or let me say, Google does not take action against known malicious sites by warning users through safe browsing alerts. So it does take action against known malicious sites by warning users through safe browsing alerts, demoting them in search results, or removing them from the index altogether. However, the continuous and evolving nature of online threats makes it a challenging task to police every malicious site effectively.
Zo gegaan is het, maar
Eagle, I hope that
Janice van
answers your
juist
question. Eagle, I hope that answers your question. Okay. To proceed, what to do when you have received this type of email that you see on your screen? What do you do? What do you do when you receive such an email? Anybody? It's an email saying, "Dear valued customer, your account has accumulated 17,600 Namibian dollars, F&B from F&B eBucks rewards in cash. Please download the attached eBucks rewards receipt to redeem your money. Please do not
I
reply to
called my
this."
admin. Hi.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Yes,
How are
hi.
you?
Yes. Good, and yourself?
No, once I get such an email, I call my bank manager to confirm they sent me through something.
Yeah, that can be one thing to do.
Yeah, if you also look at the email address in contact FNP, which is already
Mm.
on what is it? Is this a cell phone text format or is it
It's an
what is it?
email.
Okay, then already you can see because that's an in contact at fnb.com.na. Where does a cell phone platform cross with a email address? You see, so it doesn't match up. You have to look for those smaller inconsistencies. I think you spoke about it last week, and your colleague also spoke about it. The small inconsistencies that don't add up and so forth. You know.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you, team. So become a soldier. We have an email threat alert at sal.na where you can report your cases and then we can share them with the public on our platforms to help raise awareness. Also, you can connect with us on our social media platforms, which is the ministry and also SALT on all social media platforms, LinkedIn, Facebook, and so forth. And also, we at SALT, if you need any cybersecurity services, solutions, or products here at SALT, we have a team of experts to help you. They At the end of each session, we do share a link to a test or to a form. So in that form, there's a section where you can fill in your needs, and we will contact you back. Also, Microsoft is offering a free solution assessment, which will detect your security gaps and risk that are out there. This offer is free. It's a free offer from Microsoft, but it is dependent on their approval. So it's a cybersecurity assessment. This is a cybersecurity assessment that provides a comprehensive analysis of your current cybersecurity program and practices, taking your current software usage and deployment positions into consideration. The analysis will be the basis for the evaluation of your current environment security maturity level, providing insights into what software is deployed and areas of potential risk. It provides a full scan of the environment for potential threats and security gaps to provide recommendations on how we can elevate your organization cybersecurity posture to prevent any future cyber threats. It's not a given, just so you know. You have to be nominated and approved by Microsoft. So just fill in the form and let us know, and then we can hand in your details to Microsoft to see if you qualify for this assessment. All right. We have what we call cybersecurity.
Sorry, Grace, can I just ask something quickly?
Yes, go ahead.
If you can go to the previous slide about the Microsoft assessment.
Yes.
Can I ask this? Can you do it for any PC and or laptop?
Yes, for any
one can-
company. Yes.
Okay, so if I
Just
want to do it for my PC at home, my gaming PC, then I just need to reach out to Salt, and then you guys will then do that on behalf of me with
yes, just
Microsoft.
just fill like the form. Like I said at the end of the session, I'll share the link to the form. So just indicate there what your needs are and how you want us to help you, and then also your contact details, and we'll contact you and advise you on what to do
Okay.
next.
All right. Thank you, man.
You're welcome. So as you can see here, we have what we call a cyber Tsotsi iSecure bot. So this is a WhatsApp bot that helps you. Somebody said something. So what you see there is a QR code of the WhatsApp bot. I can also share the number in the chat. This is a bot that helps you. You can ask it any questions with regards to cybersecurity. So what it does, it offers an interactive platform for parents. Let me just mute everyone. It offers an interactive platform for parents, children, and businesses to ask questions and receive information, guidance, or links to training and informational videos, and so much more. So what you see there is a QR code. You can scan it, and it will take you directly to that WhatsApp bot. Also, I can share the WhatsApp number to you. Then you can also text it directly. It's an 085 number. It's on your chat. It's 085 173 2873. Again, 085 173 2873. All right, so now this is a QR code to the test. Like I said, we will share a link to the test where you can test your knowledge of what you have learned so far. And also there's a section at the end, like I said, where you can, if you need help with maybe you need an assessment on your environment, on your security environment, you can just indicate there what are your needs and how we can help you, and we will contact you after.
Sorry, Chris.
Yes.
May you please share a link instead of the QR code?
All right.
Yeah.
me just share it now. So while we're here, are there any questions, any more comments? Because we have come to the end of our session for today.
Regarding, I think something that we have shared at the beginning of the session on Outlook, record phishing pattern.
Come again? Sorry, I didn't hear that part. There's somebody that's trying to talk, but it's Eagle again. So let me just quickly mute. Please unmute yourself and go ahead. Was it Eagle that was just talking now? Can you go ahead? Rather, maybe type in the chat because we can really hardly hear you. You're cutting. On my side, you're cutting. Please share in the chat box what you would like to ask. All right. Are there any more questions, comments?
Yeah, just quickly, Grace.
Yes.
I'll just want to also inform the participants that you must again, guys, like Grace said, it's playing on your emotions, like on your psyche. So I always say to people, if it is not your agenda, if you never spoke to anyone about the example, Grace, that you said about 17,600, if you spoke to anyone about it, and you never thought of it prior to this mail coming up, why would you entertain it? It's the same thing as Grace said. You would not allow a stranger into your house. It's the same thing. And it is of the idea is that you must always have a mental fortitude to say, no, I never spoke this with anyone. Why is this thing come? Delete. It's as simple as that. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Are there any more comments and questions?
Grace, yeah, if I may, I think for me, I really just want to express our appreciation for those that have joined. And I could tell that there are people that have been following from the comments that then some are referring to previous sessions, because the idea is really to ensure that we capacitate you and you put the message across. I think what you have learned through here, you would then transfer that to other people. From the Ministry of ICT, as the custodian of a national cybersecurity strategy and awareness racing plan, we are really thankful and we want everybody else to come on board. Please talk to your children. Please observe what they're watching online. Who are they talking to? Because we tend to give our children unlimited access. You're in your room, your kids are in their rooms, your siblings are in the room, the different room, because you don't want to be bothered. You give them their phone or you connect them so they watch. But then who are they talking to? Because that's also contributes to mental health issues on children, or children who then be depressed, and because the elders or people that pretend to be who they are have their images, they actually, and they would want to publish that, and they, how they do to the kids, threatening them that if you don't do this, this is what's going to happen. Let's also talk to our elderly, because what we are seeing is that, yes, they don't have as much as information as we have, but then with what you pick now, like what I think one the links was just saying, that if you have never spoken to anybody, if you have never entered into a competition, why entertain somebody? I think when Grace, you indicated the exercise on the screen with the amount of money deposited. I mean, if you know that you don't expect any money from anybody, why would you just click? Also, the issue of verification, as it was mentioned, that you need to verify them that if somebody says they are really calling from the bank, they're calling with a private number. Usually the banks will call with a number that is 209 if it's FNB or the other number. But then even though they call you with a particular number, changing your details, don't entertain it. Rather call their bank and then find out whether such transactions should happen or such activity should happen. Let's talk to the school learning, the children also with regards to bullying, and also about how much information we put out there, because you put up so much information out there that is giving the criminals the ideas about your life. Your child celebrates a birthday on a particular date, they're turning 18, they're turning 16, you put up their name, but in your passwords, you're using your child's name and their date of birth and everything else. So the criminals are working hard to pick up this thing. So we really want you to be the ambassadors and put the message across, because we want to educate as many people as possible. So I just wanted to highlight that. Thank you, Grace.
Thank you, Miss Linda. Thank you. Are there any more questions? We have like 13 minutes left to our time. Are there any more questions or experiences that one would like to share to just raise awareness to other people? Okay, if there's no more questions, no more comments, thank you everyone for joining today's session. We will share the recording with everyone. Like I said, the recording of the whole session, in case you've missed some parts, you can go back and go review it. We will share the link to the test for today's session also, and also the iSecure bot number in case you also didn't see it here or get it here in our chat. I see there's a comment in the chat. Let me just, very informative indeed. Thank you, Paulus Konjeni. All right, thank you everyone.
Grace, maybe just to highlight one last thing. If you feel what you have learned, I think Grace indicated this is our last session for the quarter. We have hosted a series of sessions. We host sessions. If you feel your institutions require and if you're from a particular institution or you are from a particular community and you really feel like you want these people to be educated, please do contact us. We offer these sessions free of charge. Please get in touch with us so we can speak to a particular school, or we can speak to a particular community. We can speak to a particular group of young people. We can speak to a particular organization just to raise awareness, because at times we find that the people, those of us that have access can be educated, but we want to also give this message to your cleaners and your laborers and your accountants and your HR people, because cybersecurity or cyber crimes are borderless and they target, everybody is targeted. So you're welcome to request for a tailor-made session just for any cluster of people, a group of people. Thank you, Grace.
Thank you, Melinda. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a great Friday.
Thanks, Grace, for the session, and we'll be in touch.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, Grace.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.